What is up, singers? It is yours truly, Christopher Douglas Keller, coming at you with another singing video. Welcome to Airflow Part 2. I'm going to leave y'all with one exercise today. The last technical exercise we worked on was taking a vocal scale, no matter which scale it was, and actually, instead of... Zeus, you okay, buddy? So far, the only new technical exercise I've given you on Airflow is to elongate a scale, or basically take a vocal scale and instead of doing it one time through, from the bottom to the top, back to the bottom, but actually doing it 2 times in a row without taking a breath in the middle. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's called Airflow Part 1 on my channel. Remember, the goal in doing that is to take a little pressure off the voice when you get to the high note during the second pass. We're going to take it a little step further today. And what I'm going to do is give you some real simple syllables and some of my favorite syllables to work on in working on Airflow. Airflow can tie into just about any vocal exercise there is. But sometimes it's good to get a little bit more specific, something that really gets that air moving just a little bit more. Here's the thing, when you're singing a real song, the possibility of the combination of consonants and vowels that you use is infinite. And we don't want to have air get so caught up where we can't create our words. So sometimes it's good to take a consonant that actually gets that air moving just a little bit more than another consonant would. For instance, a B, it gets a little heavy. Sometimes it's hard. The air can pop. But what about consonants such as W, W, or an H, H? Those a lot of times let a lot of air out. So those are great consonants to use when practicing sometimes in order to start getting a feel of how to keep the air flowing without letting too much go out. So one of my favorite consonants to use is a W. And here's what I like to do. Some of y'all might have seen me do this before, but I take my vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and I put them in order. And here's what we're going to do. Take a W, put it in front of the vowel. Way, we, why, wo, woo. Now, remember that long scale we did. That long scale where we did 2 in a row without a breath in the middle. So I'm going to take a simple long scale and go way, 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 way. Simple as that. Now, if you want to use a more simple scale, such as maybe a major triad, maybe in a full octave, way, 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 that works too. Now, notice as I'm doing it, I'm not worried about flipping into the top note. A lot of singers, a lot of vocal coaches get scared of flipping. We want to avoid flipping. I like to work through flips. I find the best way to really take control of a flip is to work through it. And Airflow is the key to working through flips. It really is. So, back to that note again. Oh, there it is. So if I go way, 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 it gets easier by the time I get to the second pass. Okay? Reason why is I'm breathing in, I have a lot of air in, it's kind of full, and then as soon as I start singing, that air wants to come out. But the W, again, that's great to get that air moving. Notice too, with the A, I'm not trying to say wit, it. I'm actually trying to say the entire diphthong. Way, E, all right? So I want you to listen again. Way, 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 way. Now I ran out of breath when I got to the bottom, but I didn't panic. I didn't want to tense up. I wanted to keep going with it, okay? This is a fantastic warm-up, by the way, too. I do this sometimes for warming up. But again, I want you to listen. Listen to the first pass versus the second pass with my voice. I want you to really listen. I want you to listen to see if it sounds a little bit more free. I want you to hear if it sounds like the second pass, the notes are a little bit more clear. The W is a little bit stronger. Maybe the AE is a little easier to hear. Just listen one more time. Way, 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 way. I'll tell you what, it felt easier. I felt like my pitches were right on that time, and I wasn't giving it as much effort to hit the notes, okay? So that is a fantastic exercise to do. But wait, there's more. Let's go through all the vowels. And again, I want you to listen. One of the best things to do to become a better singer is to listen. And I think that goes to just about everything in the world, right? You get better when you listen. So, in fact, I'm going to go through A, E, I, O, U, and I want y'all to just listen. Listen to the first part versus the second part, all right? Way, 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 way. All right? We okay? Why Whoa, 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 whoa. Last one. Woo, 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 woo. All right, so if you have to, go back and rewind. Listen to the differences. I can feel the difference. And even for me, I've been singing a really, really long time, but when I do the second half, when I do the second run of every single one of those, it feels easier. I feel a little bit more in control. And a lot of that is because half my air is already gone. I let the W get just enough air out. I let that diphthong for the A, E's. E, of course, there's no diphthong. Oo, there's no diphthong. But that's for another lesson. We can discuss E's and Oo's. They're some of the most difficult vowels to do. If you have trouble doing those, feeling free, welcome to the club. I think almost everybody has trouble with E's and Oo's, so that's very common. So be patient with those right now. The fun ones to really let yourself loose on are the AEs and the IEs and the OOs. All right? A's, I's, O's. But don't hold off on the E's and Oo's for now. Do them, but just don't expect them to feel as free and open as the other vowels. All right? So again, I'm going to give you one more example. Let's pick a different pitch. About right there. We'll go a little bit lower. Tell you what, this time I'm going to not flip on purpose, a little bit more advanced, but I'm going to not worry about flipping and going into head voice. I'm going to stay in a full voice there. And we'll get into more mix, head voice, all that stuff later too. But here's what happens if I stay in a like a nice tenor mix sound, all right? Way, 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 way. We why whoa 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 whoa. Woo 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 woo. All right. So that time you could tell again. By the time I got to the second pass, it was a little easier. It felt like less pressure all around. Everything from my bottom of my stomach, my back, my diaphragm area, all the way to my chest, my throat, my jaw, my tongue. Everything felt easier the second time. And that's the feeling we're really aiming for. So the more you practice extending how long your breath actually goes, and I have a feeling if you're like me, your gears are turning, extending how long your breath should go. That makes you think, maybe when I'm singing songs, maybe I shouldn't breathe as much. Maybe we'll get to that in the next video. But anyway, thanks a lot. I appreciate y'all. Singers, keep singing. Defeat all this world stuff happening right now. It's the best thing we have right now is music and getting together and learning and experimenting with our crafts. And so I have nothing else to say except I love you. Thank you for being here, and we'll see y'all next time. Take it easy.